Good morning, this is Airpost Creations 2021. This is my Shaman Orakel reading for this new week. I'm running a bit late because today is Wednesday and today I'm starting with Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer, and this reading here is for Gemini. Welcome Gemini. The first card is das Schamanen Orakel. It is a German deck. And the card that came out for you is the Centipede. The card is the card of transformation. And it says that when we transform into something new, then we must accept also some shadow side, taking on problems and using our personal powers of engagement. Such transformation leads to greater balance. Centipedes, they relate to the powers of mobility and they travel into the spiritual world. Centipedes, like spiders, scorpions, and butterflies, they are connected to great transformation. The Egyptian god Sepa was a kind of a centipede. The god Sepa was worshipped in Egypt because he promised to help people in the fight of dangerous animals. And because god Sepa was also connected to god Osiris, the god of the dead, in shamanism, centipedes, they are connected also to the underworld, a spiritual realm that needs mobility, needs a magical ladder or a bridge to connect to this underworld in order to reach transformation. So the shadow side of life in human beings assessment is death, but because death is a natural thing of life, there is no worry here. Life and death, they go together and they form the death, and forms of death can so be a transformation. Life and death, they go together and forms of death can so be a transformation leading to change. Our daily life on earth can teach us many things from the centipedes. A centipede can walk around in almost any territory. They can crawl up vertically, overcoming obstacles because they have so many legs. We can learn from centipedes in our coordination, our equilibrium, and our clear actions. We could try to live 1 month as if it was our last month, or seeing each day as truly our last day, and then could ask, how would we live? How could we make the best of each moment? So the card shall help us to live fully in the now. The Keepers of Light Oracle card is next. Out came Melchizedek, and Melchizedek is about higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further your progress, says Melchizedek. Melchizedek is a high priest who is mentioned in the Bible's book of Genesis and many other sources as well. He is here to assist the earth through the ascension process. which is basically moving everyone and everything back to a state of love and of harmony. He appears with bright light around him and a long white beard to match his ancient high priest ways, and is said to have his own order of light-filled priests who are able to help spiritual people develop their gifts and their qualities. And as he works on a high energetic level, we can connect with him through sacred geometry and by focusing on ancient star-shaped symbols. There is an extended message here. You have learned so much to this point, and you are learning more every day. You are recognizing all the great lessons of your experiences and challenges have brought to you over time, and you are preparing for a transition or inner ascension where you will move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanctum of your heart and soul. So become aware of patterns, ancient symbols, and signs being sent to you from the universe. There is a sense that you are now able to focus in a new way and offer greater light to the world. Melchizedek and his order, they are with you now, leading you towards spiritual wisdom. Meditate and connect with their light. The Nature's Whispers card is next. Out came Be in Service. Give back to the world, because when we give in equal proportion to that which we receive, then we are able to maintain more balance. There are so many people who are in need of your services. Being in service can be as simple as a kind word, or holding a door open for someone, or joining in a clean-up effort to help the earth. So look to nature and its ability to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting others around you will help to create the energy needed to support humanity. The Path of Light Oracle card is coming up next. It is the calling of the soul. It starts that as humans we have an inherent nature, the soul, that calls to us from within about who we are and who we could be. This is our inner ideal. It is a representation of our divinity and shows us all that we can be. The ultimate aim of life is to live up to this vision. This is our service to the divine and to all life. When we do not live up to this inner vision, then we miss things, and something inside will alert us. We feel unfulfilled and unsatisfied, and we judge ourselves. On the other hand, when we do live up to our inner ideal, then we receive the gift of feeling fulfilled and content. This internal guidance system is designed firstly to help us set the appropriate aim, and then on an ongoing basis to provide the feedback to course correct along the way. So to aid us in living well, living up to our ideal and living out the vision of our soul, we will explore 5 cardinal values that will guide us right into action. They are the 5 values. They are truth, courage, love, self-control, and fortitude. And they come up here now being explained, starting with the truth. According to individual reality, there are approximately 8 billion different perceptions of existence. However, in actuality, truth is what is, and it is one. Mahatma Gandhi expressed this by saying, "Truth is by nature self-evident. As soon as you remove the cobwebs of ignorance that surround everything, then the truth shines clear." There is the philosopher Spinoza, who said, "We only know the truth about something once we have transcended it." While we are reacting to something, then we are seeing it from one side or the other as either positive or negative, and as a consequence, we are trapped in a distorted representation. The truth is revealed when we transcend our polarized perceptions and when we see the things as they are. To live in the truth, we aim to see things as they are, and we witness our mind and emotions, knowing that these color and distort our perception of reality and will set us off course. So we aim not to judge, but to understand. Second comes up courage. One of the essential ingredients to live well and living up to our ideal is having the courage to follow our inner guidance. So said the philosopher Aristotle. Courage, the first of human qualities, is courage because it is the quality that guarantees all others. This is one of the characteristics that all extraordinary beings demonstrate. They are not a part of the crowd. They do not follow any herd. Rather, they listen to and obey the inner voice of the soul above all else. It is this act of self-reliance that unfolds the uniqueness and talents hidden within each of us. So do not let fear run your life. Follow the calling of your soul with courage wherever it leads. Next comes love. The soul ultimately calls all of us to love, for love is the true nature of the self. As St. Augustine said, as St. Augustine said, he who is filled with love is filled with God or the divine. Our task, therefore, is to transform our judgments into unconditional love with compassion. And the simple way to express love is through kindness. Kindness is not about grand gestures. It is about small acts that we are free to give abundantly, such as a smile or a greeting or a phone call or text to check in with someone. These touches of kindness and love, they let others know they are not alone and that they are supported by life. Next comes self-control. We cannot be successful in living up to our inner ideals unless we are able to restrain our lower nature and tendencies. Pythagoras said, "None can be free who is a slave to and ruled by his passions." So the human being is acted upon by two different and opposing forces within. The self calls to our higher nature and potential, while the lower self and its endless stream of desire pulls us to our lower nature and lower tendencies. Plato once said, "To conquer oneself is the best and noblest victory. To be vanquished by one's own nature is the worst and is defeating us." It is only when we develop the power to control our lower self and restrain its activity that we can follow the inner callings, visions, and ideals of the self and begin to experience the peace and fulfillment we are seeking. Now comes the last one, which is fortitude. When we win the battle with the lower self and life, then we are going to do a fair job of living up to our ideals, and this will require fortitude. Fortitude is the mental strength that we need to face the inevitable trials, challenges, tragedies, and difficulties. I read again. Fortitude is the mental strength we need to face the inevitable trials, challenges, tragedies, and difficulties of life. Fortitude is the ability to take the hits of life and keep marching towards our vision and our purpose. It is dedication, persistence, and the ability to face the obstacles with courage and with commitment. Next card is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card. Out came Rejection, and the card is the color gray and relates, or gray or neutral, and relates to the seventh chakra. Rejection, the card relates to the ivory tower, saying they will not use me. The legend here is that the artist is summoned for jury duty, but they decide not to use him. The jury duty people, they decide in the end not to use this artist. So he does not fit their concept of what a juror should be. He paints pictures no one understands. He lives alone, and they want somebody who will put himself in the other guy's place. But he will never do that. He does not get mixed up with anything or anyone. So they honor his individuality when they invite him, yet when he appears, they in the end reject him by not using his duty. Inspiration here is you do not have to be on the inside track. Be true to yourself and you will not be unhappy. Rejection is spirit's protection. There is a personal inquiry asking, am I working with or against my environment? What is the purpose of my present solitude? Ideas here are others' approval, unsupportive environment, working alone, and the arrival of a teacher. Keywords are protection, exclusion, and development. You can do this meditation. Imagine divine ivory light filtering down and encircling you. In the distance, the ivory tower beckons. You reach the castle, and the drawbridge slowly lowers, and you enter this castle grounds, and you come to the tower. And at the top of the stairs there is a door, and inside is the place of no judgment. And you realize that you have finally found your way home, which is no rejection, but instead no judgment. And the last card is the Bob Ross Oracle card. Out came the Waterfall. The waterfall is mighty and powerful, full of rushing water that bubbles along, splashing and spraying where it hits the rocks and stones. But just as it reaches its full strength, it lets go of everything and it simply falls. Now if our waterfall lives right here, let the water come along like this and then fall. Let it fall. Just let it go, said Bob Ross. The waterfall encourages us to stop holding on to stress and negative emotions and instead learn to let them go and become at ease like the water spilling over a cliff face. That was the reading for you, Gemini. Thank you for listening. Wishing you a beautiful Wednesday. Wishing you a rest of a good week. I'm sending lots of love out. Take care and goodbye.